Hi Aries, we're going to get started into your reading. Just remember that if it doesn't resonate with you, to just let it go, no big deal. It's a good way to learn symbolism, a lot of philosophy, outlooks on life and that kind of thing, but don't take it too seriously. More than anything, this should be a confirmation of things that you already felt or already knew, and that's a good way to know if it's in alignment with you. So this reading may be a little longer. We're going to look at about 5 different things, and the first thing is what could be the core of the current issue, the current problem, the thing that's on your mind. So we have number 51, upheaval. Okay. There is a nest here at the bottom of the card. So I do feel like this could be on the bottom, commitment. So this could be about your home life, about relationship, about family. There could be some change going on there. Let's clarify that a little bit, the upheaval. I hope you're doing well today. If you're newer to the channel, my name is Dawn. Yeah, it seems like this probably has to do with home. It could have to do with work, but it looks like something surrounded around yourself, to be honest. 8 is the number of the self there in the 8 of coins, or the eight of pentacles. It's almost like you were searching or seeking for this perfection. And the perfection doesn't have to be what other people would think was perfect, you know, like 2.5 kids and a house with a fence or whatever. It doesn't necessarily mean that. But it does seem like you were really, really seeking for something that was perfect for you, and you put a lot of time and energy into it. See how she has these coins on the wall, and then she's working on one, and then she has those 2 at the bottom, and it's like those aren't quite perfect, so they can't go on the wall. Let's get one more on that. It's a lot. I'm being told to take it, but it's too many. So if we could get just 1 or 2, that would be much easier. The Ace of Swords, you realize the truth. And another 8, look, the 8 of Wands. This is about the self. It seems like you realize some kind of truth about the cooperation you're getting at home, at work. Let's do one more about that. I'm really nosy about this issue right here. It's almost like you spent a lot of time building something you thought would make you happy, and now there's some type of realization. Yeah, it's almost like the realization is that you really want emotional fulfillment. That maybe it's not so much about the things. And, you know, because you've spent such a long time creating that, I just keep hearing birds have wings. I know birds have wings. What does that mean? I never pull this much on just that first part, but this is so interesting. Yeah, death. So a big transformation. a transformation in your truth of what you want out of your life, what you want for a home life. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the second part. Let's see what's hidden from this. What are the hidden aspects of this situation that you cannot see? Restore and replenish. So that reminds me of the Four of Swords. It seems like you're in almost a timeout phase. That it's, if you feel, oh, there's all those buttons on there. That's interesting. You know, we curl up like that when we feel vulnerable. We cover, you know, the organs of our body, the front of our body when we're afraid. It seems like this realization has created a lot of discontent in your life, and for some reason you're moving kind of away from it into yourself. The Knight of Pentacles. So it's a slow moving energy, but it is moving forward. The Ace of Wands, toward an action. It's like because of this big realization that the things you built did not bring emotional fulfillment, and now you really want to work on that one way or another. It's like it required this time out from the activities that you normally dipped into, is what I'm hearing. And you're slowly moving toward actions that bring more happiness, or a new sense of happiness. The Knight of Swords. It's almost like after this period of reflection, of going inward, and, you know, I don't know how old you are, but this feels like a mini midlife crisis, just a mini one. Not in a bad way. Midlife crisis can be great if you work with the energy the right way. You know, it's almost like you spent a long time building what you thought you should have or what brought you happiness, and suddenly there's this change. And it's like you're going to slowly start to dip your toe into the things that actually bring happiness and fulfillment. And when you take action, when you start to actually put your energy into the things, people, and places that bring you emotional fulfillment, that fulfillment starts to move much more quickly. But it's like you have to take the leap. It's weird. It's like I get this feeling like you're not sure. Like, why doesn't this bring me happiness? It doesn't make any sense. It's what everybody wants. Let's see what can be learned. What's the lesson? What can be learned? I like to pull an oracle for the overall and then clarify it with the tarot. Truth on the bottom. So I'm getting a sense that what can be learned is to follow your truth. This feels a little bit like you spent a lot of time gaining the things that not only you thought you wanted, but the things that other people want. And then it's like at some point, maybe at 51, you just decided that it doesn't bring happiness. It actually brings you a lot of frustration, analysis paralysis. So there's flow, delight, and patience. You could have some heavy air signs that you're working with, dealing with, or you may have air sign placements as well, because that is coming up quite a bit. You could also get messages from spirit in the form of birds. So with this flow, delight, and patience, Spirit is asking you to understand that what is meant for you is not going to pass you by, and that you have to be patient as you recalibrate or redirect what you're trying to bring into your life, what makes you happy. It should bring a feeling of warmth, a feeling of delight, a feeling of joy, and in very simple moments, like in a hug or in a smile. You should feel Spirit is trying to direct you to go with the current of your life instead of against the current of your life. And you'll always go against the current of your life if you are trying to fill your own happiness with other people's ideas. What society deems happy, what your friends and family think would make you happy. There's a bit of a recalibration of that. What else about this lesson? The Page of Swords. Yeah, you're learning something. You're learning your truth. You have to learn how to communicate as well. There's something, maybe it's just communicating what would make you happy, what you need. I feel like the Empress on the bottom. With the Page of Swords and the Eight of Swords, see, there's all this swords and air energy in this reading. Very interesting. But it's almost like Spirit wants you to learn how to say the things that are in your head, the things you need, the things you want, instead of being kind of bound by them. Let's get one more on that. The Queen of Pentacles. It feels like you're off of your path slightly, but that's to your benefit. So if you feel slightly confused, you don't understand what you should be trying to, I'm hearing, collect or bring in, Spirit is saying it is the things that feel good, that feel like you're not going against the grain. And for that to materialize in the 3D, first you have to learn how to discern and then communicate about it, honestly. Now this could be with a partner or this could be with a job, but it's with your life path that is upcoming. Let's see where we can find some support. So where can support be found? The Drum. I'm hearing you feel it in your bones. You can find support by not overlooking the way that you feel. It has to do with this. What needs to be learned right now is your new truth. And by learning how to communicate that, it can bring that into the 3D, into your everyday life. It's like you have people around you supporting you, but they're supporting you on your old path. There's something about understanding clear communication and using that. And the support comes from your intuition, your feelings feeling something in your bones. If this person is right for you, this place is right for you, this new era I'm hearing. Temperance and the Five of Swords. I'm getting a feeling here that you have to balance. It's like you run from this feeling that comes from deep within your intuition. And Spirit is asking you to balance that, to temper that. There's something about tempering your actions and your thoughts. Let's get one more on that. The High Priestess, Killer. So the High Priestess doesn't speak. She is intuitive. She just knows. There's a lot of swords here, a lot of thoughts and communication that it seems like you're getting stuck in. Spirit's asking you to feel a little more, to trust your feeling, and to move away, Eight of Cups, from anything that doesn't align with that feeling of delight, of ease. And to be able to communicate why you're doing that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at some advice. Advice from Spirit. This feels like a really uncomfortable change that is going to be for the better, for your best interest. The thing that seems most important, exactly, is the healing aspect, or this learning aspect over here. It seems like this upheaval, this change in what you thought you wanted is confusing. So Spirit's asking you to just lean into that and then take actions on things that delight your heart, that make you feel happy. And surrender. So with all this kind of fire and swords, surrender is the opposite of that, right? So Spirit's really asking you to pay more attention to what you are feeling, not what you are thinking. To really make a distinction between those two. To allow yourself to heal from what you thought you wanted. And this happens to people often. This is not rare. This is not strange. This is very common. That if you kind of get to a place where you completed your goals, but you have so much more life to go, it's a bit of a spiritual up-leveling. It's like, okay, you got the things on the outside, but let's take a really hard look at inside. Okay, any final messages? This is gorgeous. So previously, the Seven of Swords came up. No, the Five of Swords. Why did I think that was a 7? I might have even said that because now it just came out. It's like I could feel it coming. But what's interesting, usually this is a very different depiction of the Seven of Swords, because look what she's doing. right? She's not stealing from someone else. She's not defending herself against someone else. She's leaving what she created behind because there's something new afoot. So she leaves her two swords there without even looking back, packs the others in her backpack, and uses one to move forward with her truth. That's Spirit's advice to you. And what follows that? The Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Love, emotional fulfillment, and happiness. This is about moving on from what you thought you wanted. And that's only because you've grown. This is a beautiful message, Aries. I hope it's helpful. Love y'all.